night in my dreams I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you. Go.
You and your 6 years old daughter and in the restaurant. You always make sure that you have time for her. Actually, she is not your real daughter. She is your sister's daughter. You adopt her and treat as your own after your sister passed away 2 years ago. Mommy, can I go to the playground? Halsey said. You look around and saw a little playground for children at the restaurant. In your thought, since it was safe, so you let her. Sure, but be careful, okay? You said. Okay, mommy, thank you, she replied. You saw her running and go to the playground as you continue to eat. While going to the playground, someone accidentally bumped to Halsey. That makes her fall into the ground, but you didn't notice it. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you hurt? The person who bumped Halsey said and helped her to stand. Halsey gets stand and stare at him. Appa? She said. Taehyung was surprised when the girl called him Appa, but honestly he felt weird at that time. Like he knows the girl, but he's sure that he doesn't meet her before. Appa, it's me, Halsey, your daughter added. Taehyung couldn't answer. He also couldn't say, I'm not your Appa, even though he knows for himself he doesn't have a child. He just held her shoulder and said, Who are with you? I'm with Mommy, Halsey replied. Meanwhile, while eating, you heard your daughter's voice talking to someone. You look around as you saw her talking with a guy. You suddenly stand up and run close to her as you pulled your daughter. Why? Why are you talking to her? You asked the guy. I'm sorry, I accidentally bumped her. I just asked her if she was hurt. Taehyung said. She's the guy who bumped your daughter. Oh, Halsey, are you okay? You said. I'm okay, Mommy. Mommy, he's Appa. Huh? Mommy, he's my Appa. You got shocked on your daughter's words and can't understand why she said that. You thought maybe she just missed her dad or looking for a dad. Sweetie, he's not your dad, as you hug her. I'm sorry for calling you dad, you said to Taehyung. No, it's okay, he replied, but your daughter insisted that Taehyung is her Appa. Mommy, believe me, he is my Appa. I always saw Uma holding his picture and told me he's my dad. You wonder how your daughter said that. What if she's telling the truth? Is it possible that that guy is her dad? Taeyong noticed that you seem confused. He also doesn't want to hurt that child and doesn't want to make her believe that he is her father. So he bent a little and asked your daughter, What's your name? Halsey. The thing is, I don't know you, even your mom, and I don't have a wife and children yet. Maybe you just made a mistake or I look like your dad. No, I'm sure of it. I remember your face clearly. You're my Appa. Your name is Kim Taeyong, right? What did you say? How did you know my name? Wait, so your name is really Kim Taeyong? Halsey, can you go to the playground for a second? We need to talk something. Okay, mommy. Sir, can I talk to you? I need to clear something. Sure, take a seat, please. Actually, she's not my real daughter. I'm her aunt. I adopt her since her real mom passed away, and that was my sister. Now, can I ask you? I was so confused right now, and I want to clear my thought. How my daughter know your name? So my question is, did you know Joy Karen? You saw Taeyong eyes widen and say, "Yes, I know her. She was my ex. We broke up 8 years ago, and after that, I haven't any news about her." What? Is there something happened to the both of you? You ask. Mm, there is. So it's possible that my daughter is your child. You and my sister broke up 8 years ago, and my daughter now is 6 years old. Your sister and Taeyong had a relationship before, but after 3 years, she broke up with Taeyong without her knowing she is pregnant. When she found out that she was pregnant, Taeyong was on abroad. She also chose not to tell him because she was afraid that Taeyong would know the reason why she broke up with him. She has a serious illness, and she don't want to be a burden to him. Your sister and your parents' relationship is not good, so even you and them don't know her real situation because she keep her illness a secret even in you. She has a 4 years old daughter at that time. Later on, your sister died. In your guilt, because you really blame yourself for not knowing her real condition, you adopt her child and treat you as your own. But honestly, you don't know who is her father. You tried to ask your sister before, but she didn't even tell you. Oh my god, I can't believe this. But why Karen didn't tell me that I have a daughter? I'm not sure if you're really her dad, but why does my daughter know you? Honestly, when I saw her a while ago, I felt weird. It looks like I know her. Would you agree to do a DNA test so we can find out if you are really her father? I will not do this because I want you to support her, but for my daughter's right to know who her father really is. Sure, I'm willing to do that. By the way, I'm Kim Taeyong, Choi YN. Taeyong came to the playground and watched Halsey. Later on, he was shedding tears of joy because he has a child. For him, no need for DNA because he feels that Halsey is really his child. Appa, why are you crying? Halsey asked Taeyong after saw him shedding tears. Taeyong knelt down and faced the kid. Can I hug you? Halsey couldn't stop crying and hugged Taeyong. Finally, she met her dad, and she could say that she has a dad. Halsey always saw her real mom hugging Taeyong's picture and always talked to the picture, asking for forgiveness for not telling him that they had a child. Halsey hears that her father's name is Kim Taeyong, and it is stuck in her mind. Taeyong explains to Halsey that they do a DNA test to find out if they are really blood related. And after 1 week, the results came out, and it's 99.9% match. So Halsey is really Taeyong's daughter. Taeyong asked you if he could borrow Halsey every weekend to spend time with her daughter. He wanted to make up with Halsey on the days he wasn't by her daughter's side. And of course, you agree because you really felt sorry for your daughter, especially when you see her looking at the whole family. There was mom and dad. Months pass by, Halsey and Taeyong's relationship are getting closer and closer. But you notice that Taeyong visits to your house more often. He said every week, but now it's became every day. He also the one who send and pick up Halsey to school, so you won't be disturbed at your work. You run a little coffee shop. You feel so tired today because there's a lot of customers, so you decided to go home early. When you remember Halsey was at her dad's office. After Taeyong picked up Halsey, she likes to stay at his office first. Then, when you get home, Taeyong will send it to you. You suddenly got curious on what Halsey's doing in her dad's office. So you intend to pick up your daughter. But when you get to the office, they weren't there. Taeyong's assistant said they went to the arcade because Halsey wanted to play. You called Taeyong and said they was going back. So you just decided to wait for them. After 15 minutes, Taeyong entered his office and saw you fall asleep in the sofa. A smile crept in his face and approached you. He took his coat and covered your body because his office was so cold. He knew you were getting cold. Until Taeyong noticed your hair covering your whole face. So he slowly removed it. But you woke up. When you opened your eyes, you saw Taeyong holding your face. You were both surprised as you stare at each other. Oh, I'm sorry. Your hair's covering your face. I just wanted to remove it. No, no, it's okay. I'm sorry if I fell asleep. You can go back to sleep if you want. Halsey and my assistant was not here yet. Our daughter wants to borrow a book from the library, so they go there. Taeyong said and stand up and go to his chair while you get up and sit on the sofa. When Taeyong speak again, YN. Hmm? Thank you. Thank you so much for taking care of my daughter when I was away. And thank you because I found out I have a child. You didn't answer. You just smiled at him. Can I ask you, why did you and my sister break up? Our relationship was amazing, but one day she suddenly broke up with me. She said she won't love me anymore. Once you love someone, you choose her happiness. So I set her free to find her happiness. But I think she broke up with you because of her illness. She didn't want to be a burden on you. She was afraid you would find out. So she stayed away from you. Honestly, I thought about that too, this lately. Do you still love her? You ask. Taeyong looked at you straight to your eyes. She always in my heart, but I already moved on from her a long time ago, and I think I already like someone else now. Taeyong replied while staring at you. You're about to say something, but Halsey suddenly entered the room as she ran and hugged you. Mommy, it's so much fun today. Appa and I play at the arcade. Really? That was great. Did you find the book that you want? Cause I will send you home. But before that, we eat dinner first, so you can rest when you get home. You're going to sit across from Taeyong, but Halsey pulled you and made you sit next to her dad. Mommy, you should always sit next to Appa. What if someone will took Appa from you? As you two start laughing on what she said. The food is served as you three start eating, but Halsey suddenly speak. This is not right, she said, and put down the fork and spoon that she is holding. Appa, you should feed mommy. Halsey? Why? Is there something wrong? You're my mom. He is my dad. Okay, okay, I will do it, Taehyung said. Honey, eat this, he said, and about to feed you. Yeah, what are you doing? You whisper. Just ride on her. She won't stop until we don't follow her, Taehyung said, and giggled. Weekend. You're at your cafe when Taehyung suddenly appeared. You were surprised because he was supposed to be with Halsey since it's weekend. Every Friday, Taehyung pick her up, and Sunday night, he brings her back to you. What are you doing here? Where's Halsey? Our daughter? Oh, our daughter. My parents took her from me. They want to spend time with their grandchild. Is that okay from you? There's no problem about that. But that's not really the reason why I'm here. Then what is it? I want to spend time with you. Huh? Can I invite you to watch a movie? Honestly, I love to, but I can't be today since my two employee of mine has a day off, so I need to help her. Then can I help you here? Are you sure you can do it? Of course. Okay, as you wish. After closing your cafe, Tane invited you to have a dinner. After that, you two decided to walk in the park before going home. YN, what do you think of me? Think of you? Frankly speaking, you're a nice and sweet person. Thank you for accepting my daughter without any doubt. Our daughter? You are her mom, I'm her dad. Right, our daughter. YN, what I'm going to do now? I fall in love with you. I love you, YN. You suddenly look at him since you are looking down. Honestly, you got surprised at the same time. Happy. But there is a doubt. You love me? I'm sorry, Taehyung, to tell you this. Do you like me because you see my sister in me? Or because you want to give Halsey a whole family? We are the same, straightforward type of person, but I like that. I'm a type of person that the meaning of love is important to me. I won't do or force myself to do what I don't want. I love you because that's what I feel. There's no other reason. It's almost 9 months when we met, and for past 2 months I start liking you. But I want to be sure of my feelings because I don't want to hurt you in the future. I think it's not only twice or 10 times I think of this. And still it has the same answer every time I ask myself if I love you. I really love you, YN. Honestly, I like you. I'm happy every time I see you. Sometimes I felt butterflies, but I'm not sure if it's love. Can you give me time to think about this? Sure, take your time. I'm not in a hurry. 3 weeks later, you entered your daughter's room after knocking on the door as you saw her busy on her drawing. Sweetie, your Appa called me just now. He said he's sorry if he didn't visit for 2 days because he is so busy of his company new product. I understand, Mommy, don't worry. But, Mommy, how about you? Do you miss him? How did you say that I miss him? Mommy, don't deny it. I see it and I feel it. You just chuckle on how naughty she is. But Halsey is right. You haven't seen Taehyung for 2 days, but it's like a year for you. She is right. You miss his dad. You left her and made your daughter sit on your lap. Sweetie, what if your dad loves me and I also love him? Will you agree? Of course, Mommy, I like it. Won't you be angry with me because I will take your dad away from your real mom? Mommy, Mom is in heaven now. She's not here anymore. You are really very smart. As you hug her. You were in the kitchen to heat milk for Halsey when Taeyong called. Did you already tell her? Taeyong asked. Yes, so don't worry, she'll understand. You replied. You're going to get the glass of milk from the microwave when suddenly you were burned. In your shock, you scream and drop your phone. Taeyong heard you screaming. He called you again and again, but you didn't answer. After 15 minutes, you heard the doorbell ring. You quickly checked who it was, and when you opened the door, you were really surprised to see Taeyong, sweating profusely and looking so worried. What are you doing here at this hour? You asked. He hugged you and said, Thank God you're safe. Taeyong said while hugging you tightly. Then you realized that maybe he thought there is happened to you because of the accident earlier. I heard you screaming earlier. I called you several times but you didn't answer, so I thought something happened. I'm sorry. I accidentally dropped the phone after I burned. Taeyong broke the hug and checked you if you're okay, as you told him that it was a little burn, as you invite him to get inside the house. Until you noticed that Taeyong was barefoot. And nervous and worried, Taeyong just took his car key and drive his car without the slippers. You immediately get an extra slippers and give it to him. Honestly, you are really touched by Taeyong's concern for you. Do you want water? No, I'm okay now. Are you sure you're okay? Yes, I'm perfectly fine. Where's our daughter? She's asleep. Can I go to her room? Of course. Taeyong started walking upstairs when he suddenly felt someone hug his waist from behind. I'm so happy that you are the father of Halsey. I don't regret that I fell in love with you, you said. Taeyong slowly turned around to face you. Is that the answer to my confession? He asked while holding your face. I love you too, as you hug him. 6 months later. Taehyung called you that he brought Halsey to your house and they were playing in the garden. So when you get home from your cafe, you went straight to the backyard garden, but you couldn't believe on what you saw. You saw Taehyung and Halsey standing inside the heart shape. At that time, after seeing the banner, you already know what's happening. You just cover your mouth with your hand cause your heart really touched on their surprise. Taeyong approached you as he held your hand and bring you also inside the heart shape. As you saw him kneeling in front of you, I really want to do this, but not because I want to give Halsey a whole family, but I really want to be with you for the rest of my life. So, babe, will you marry me? Halsey took something from his pocket, a little box, as she also knelt down. Mommy, marry my dad, please, she said while opening the box that has a ring. What is this? Father and daughter tandem? Whatever. Of course, I will marry you, babe. Sweetie, I will marry your dad, of course. Taeyong about to get the ring to wear it to you, but Halsey took it. I will do it, Appa, for you. Taeyong laughed and kissed you. After that, he left Halsey and do a group hug. The end. Thank you for watching Koobies. I really miss you guys. I'm back.